What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including the sad truth on what has happened with Shinsuke Nakamura in WWE, Paige not coming back to WWE, WWE want back an AEW star, another sign that Shane McMahon is AEW bound, AEW star can't sign with WWE, TNA stars in WWE 2K25, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. And now let's hit the intro and get straight into our first story. Now our first story looks at another sign that Shane O'Mac is AEW bound. Now, you never know who you'll meet in the airport, but a recent tweet showing former WWE superstar Shane McMahon meeting up with AEW's Young Bucks is adding fuel to the rumors that Shane O'Mac will team up with AEW. The Bucks tweeted a photo of themselves standing with Shane, as well as his caption, "Interesting flight today." Shane's meeting with AEW president Tony Khan earlier this summer made fans wonder if McMahon was serious about working with AEW, merely talking wrestling, or jockeying for a return to the WWE by suggesting AEW is interested in him. Hey, it could happen. Wrestling fans have been conditioned to expect big things when a wrestler and/or promotion teases something big on social media. Wrestlers and promoters' use of social media can create tremendous interest in a show or wrestler's debut, such as the WWE's use of social media to promote the Wyatt Six's arrival in WWE. But it can backfire if a wrestler or promotion teases something and fails to deliver. With that being said, we'd be shocked if Shane McMahon failed to appear in AEW in some capacity, regardless of AEW's track record of shooting itself in the foot every time it begins to build momentum. What do you guys think is going on with Shane McMahon in AEW? Is the promotion building buzz for a McMahon debut? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, when and where is Raw premiering on Netflix? The WWE Universe is eager to see how things play out when Raw moves to Netflix, and while the question of how much the show's content will be censored remains unknown, a new report from WrestleVotes is revealing the date and location for Raw's first episode on Netflix. As discussed on today's edition of WrestleVotes Radio, the location for the first Raw on Netflix appears to be Los Angeles, California on 6 January 2025, while the final Raw on USA Network, airing 30th December 2024, will take place in Houston, Texas. Next up, WWE want this AEW star back. Now it's time for an update on Malachi Black's pro wrestling future, as Raj Giri recently reported that Black's current contract is set to expire in early 2025. The Wrestling Observer provided more details, including the possibility of Black returning to the WWE. WWE has been wanting him back, and his wife works there, and he did attempt to give notice at the time Paul Levesque got power and tried to hire back a lot of the guys that Vince fired, especially the ones in AEW. The report was that his deal was up in early 2025, although like with Phoenix, they may have some time they can tack on due to his being out of action, but it wouldn't be that long. This is one situation fans will want to pay close attention to, as it sounds like Black will soon have some great options. We're told that WWE is interested in bringing Black back to the promotion. It's time to examine whether he'll do so and how things look for a return when you consider the WWE's track record of pushing talent compared to AEW's. While he's impressed fans in the WWE's Aleister Black, wrestling's Dutch Destroyer saw his career decline after an impressive run in NXT. Black made an immediate impression in AEW when he debuted there in 2021, feuding with Cody Rhodes. The program saw fans cheer Black, who was working as a heel, and big things seemed to lie ahead. However, like many former superstars, his career floundered despite him forming the popular faction the House of Black. Malachi has reportedly shown his creativity in that, coupled with his in-ring abilities, makes him an asset as long as a promotion is smart enough to use him. While he could return to WWE where he worked as Aleister Black, there's no guarantee that WWE will find room in its roster to utilize him properly, and Black could find himself in the same spot as Karrion Kross, an innovative performer spinning his wheels. Next up, Saraya/Paige not coming back to WWE. While Malachi Black's AEW status is unknown, Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp is reporting that Saraya has decided to stay with the company and signed a one-year deal. AEW had an option year on Saraya, but it was implied to Fightful that this could have been a separate agreement from the deal she was originally on. Saraya had hinted at rejoining the WWE once her AEW deal elapsed, and it's unknown what motivated her to stay. The circumstances of her original jump to AEW were interesting, as she jumped to AEW in 2022, shortly before Triple H began running the creative department. While Saraya wanted to return to wrestling in the WWE, the promotion had no clear-cut plans for her Paige character, and then she signed with the rival promotion. Assigning a one-year deal rather than a multi-year deal could be a way of saying she's going to test the waters and see whether AEW actually pushes her. While her career seemed to drift after her brief AEW Women's Championship reign in 2023, she seems to be in the middle of a renewed push, and this may have convinced her to stay in AEW rather than jump back to the WWE. Next up, an AEW star can't sign with WWE. Another contract that has caught fans' attention is that of the Lucha Brothers. With the two real-life brothers' AEW deals winding down, rumors have been flying that the two are WWE bound. While neither wrestler can sign with the WWE or even negotiate with WWE officials until their contracts expire, there have been rumors galore that they're headed to the WWE. However, Lucha Brothers fans may have to wait longer, as The Observer reported that AEW has time it can tack on to Phoenix's deal due to the time he was injured. Just how much time remains unknown, but it could keep the Lucha Brothers from debuting together a bit longer. Next up are a WWE tag team getting a new name. It looks like fans could see yet another name change to Eric and Ivar's tag team, the Viking Raiders. WrestleVotes Radio's Joey Votes is reporting, Viking Raiders have gone over a number of name changes over the years from NXT up to the main roster, with the Viking Experience at first and now the Viking Raiders. But now that person in charge who is not a big fan of War Raiders is out of the way, I think you're going to see the return of the name War Raiders as a tag team for Eric and Ivar, as they're both ready to go and return back to the main roster. A Raw aired a vignette teasing the team's return, but a return date seems unknown. Both Eric and Ivar have been sidelined at different times with injuries, which hasn't helped them gain momentum in the tag division. Next up, TNA Wrestlers Appearing in WWE 2K25. The WWE and TNA's recent talent exchanges have led to some interesting moments on NXT and TNA wrestling, as fans have enjoyed seeing the wrestlers from each promotion. However, could fans get the chance to create their own matches with TNA stars when WWE 2K25 launches? Although we haven't heard much about the latest 2K game, Fightful Select reports that getting TNA wrestlers into the game isn't as easy as it sounds. PW Chronicles sum things up. If WWE wanted to have wrestlers from TNA Impact in 2K25, they would need approval from TNA and would need to sign a separate agreement with 2K WWE to make it happen. Including TNA wrestlers in a WWE game would be a huge opportunity for gamers, wrestlers, and TNA. However, it should be clear that the WWE is a dominant partner in this collab, and it's unclear whether the WWE wants TNA wrestlers, and if it did, how much would they be willing to pay them to be in the game? Would you guys want to see this crossover happen in a 2K game? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, the sad truth on what has really happened with Shinsuke Nakamura in WWE. Or where has Shinsuke been? The 44-year-old superstar has been absent from TV, but that doesn't mean he's lost in catering. During a Q&A session, Fightful Select Sean Ross Sapp was asked about the King of Strong Styles' whereabouts and replied that Nakamura, like AJ Styles, is healthy and working at WWE live events. Recall our report earlier this week that Styles, whose WWE deal is reportedly ending late this year or early next year, has been busy at live events. But regarding Shinsuke, Sapp pointed out, Nakamura worked a number of WWE international dates in Europe, Japan, as well as a couple in the States. He was regularly competing against Cody Rhodes in the world title matches or triple threats with Cody and Styles. He was also doing US title four-ways with LA Knight, Ludwig Kaiser, Sheamus, and Ilya Dragunov depending on the night. On one Japan date, he, Knight, and Kevin Owens faced Bloodline. Nakamura is not regularly at TV. Right now, it seems that both Shinsuke and AJ Styles are in good health, but WWE just don't have any plans for them on TV. Do you think WWE have wasted Shinsuke Nakamura? Let us know in the comments down below. And finally, John Cena's Simpsons appearance. Last but not least, John Cena is set to appear on the 29th September season premiere of The Simpsons, and now fans can see what he looks like in animated form. The Simpsons tweeted this message along with a clip of John in cartoon form. Now, The Simpsons are headed into their 36th season, but according to Inside the Ropes' Alex Hunt, this isn't the first time a wrestler has appeared on the show since Bret Hart appeared in the 97 episode. What do you guys think? Does this actually look like John Cena or Dave Meltzer? Let us know in the comments down below. I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.